All right, we are about to begin our April webinar, and we are very excited to share our news and updates. Alex, our CEO, is going to present first, and he's going to share his executive update. Then our head of product, he will be sharing product and exchanges news. Then Bailey, she is VP of Business Development and Operations. She will be sharing her business updates. And then me, I'm Director of Marketing and PR, will be sharing marketing events updates. And then we will close our webinar with Q&A, and our support managers, Leonard and Suraj, will help us to respond to all your questions. So on this call, we have our team, and let's start with our executive update from our CEO. Alex, please begin.
Yeah, hello everybody. I'm really happy to share with you updates for April. So in the short summary, we spent some time on the strategy of the company. Our business team discussed our goals for Q2 2018 and the rest of the year. So we have a very nice refined plan where we know that will be some near-term goals and some long-term goals. So that was done just recently, a few weeks ago. I'm really happy that we continue expanding our team, and it's so recent that I wouldn't go into details, but rather tell you about this additional 3 engineers in May, because they just started and they all come in with expertise in blockchain. That's really important for our product. So we have them on board and they're picking up some parts of the code. That will be covered in more details later. On the product side, then we'll give you a lot of details, but overall, there are 2 things going on in parallel. One is we're looking at the current code base to prepare for the next big jump with the blockchain integrated. And these new additions will be a major resource for that. In parallel, we're doing some new features development, including ad selector and some other very interesting functionalities that Dan will show you. The publisher side, there's a built-in cluster for ICO campaigns with a focus on business and crypto. Bailey will talk about this. And we keep building our pipeline of advertisers on the demand side. So in April, we already proposed a few very good deals or negotiating terms. So that's coming to fruition. Hopefully mid to late Q2, we'll start closing these deals. And of course, we'll keep you posted. You can see some of this in our social media. Every time we have a new customer, we usually put some information about it. And Logan will talk about the head bidding and some other ad operation stuff, which I'm very excited about. It's a continuous optimization of performance of our advertising network. And Anastasia will talk about events. Many of us participated in both Silicon Valley, our local events, including blockchain conferences, but also some other states, like a major angel summit in Boston. So with this, I let the rest of my team to continue. So please, let's go to the product side.
Dan, please explain our product news and exchanges news.
Yes, hello everyone. I'd like to update you with our product roadmap for 2018. Some of you requested on our Telegram chats. I'm happy to share you that we are mostly on track. Our Q1 is in a final stage of testing and has limited access to our partners. And at the same time, Q2, we have already implemented ahead of schedule. So first of all, you may already know that we have a campaign management for advertising already in place. And at this point, people can do and order direct campaigns in our widgets. But now we are improving the service that will be able to run on third-party providers and automate the whole process to make sure that our users have very similar experience that Google AdSense have, but we are here doing it on blockchain with the use of blockchain and for blockchain companies. So we are actually working to become the leaders in the space. And following this work, now we already have tags for all or over 2,000 partnering websites, where we actually show what kind of advertisement can be placed on them. So this is how our direct ads look like. So you could see that there could be a 1World powered interactive ad unit. For example, here is our newly developed Hypertargeting interactive ad campaign, where advertiser can ask very relevant to the service it wants to promote questions, and people see the message corresponding to the answer. For example, what is most important for Silicon Valley executive program in fintech? If person thinks that the most important thing is to visit innovative companies, the main value proposition will be in the ad that this program actually allows to visit innovative companies, and people can learn more and actually express their will. And the most important thing that by doing this approach, our widgets show up to 4 times better conversion rates compared to regular banner ads. And another great update, which is a part of our roadmap, is increase transparency to the websites where our widgets are already deployed. And here we significantly improve user experience for admins of or partnering websites to see actually widget stats right from websites they are managing. That should significantly increase satisfaction of using 1World widgets, and therefore bring more customers and eventually support the value of the token. Another great update is that we are running now interactive content creation marketplace. Some of you already aware that we pretty recently allowed that function to anyone who would like to earn some 1World points to create interactive quizzes for our partnering websites. These quizzes should support the news updates, and if they are relevant, they'll be approved by our admins, and person who created the widget get rewards. We already integrated our data sources and scoring in our feeds. You may find these data points like information about the question or background of the question, the article itself, on the top of it. So when people answer the questions, they can have some additional information what this question corresponds to. And eventually they support our partnering websites to generate additional traffic and interest from our feed. So one of the big thing, but attack prevention, as you can see, most of the purple activities, these are the activities that generated by bots and scripts. Unfortunately, there was the hackers were able to find some opportunity to generate additional points for their activity, and we were able to fight it pretty successfully in the first 3 days. As you can see, there was almost no activity from April 12 to April 15. Some of these activities were actually able to get points and get to exchange and have a pressure on our token price. Well, while we are improving our system and putting to the next level, we decided to give points only for featured polls, since only those actually have the value for 1World community. All other polls were more for people to get familiar with the system. And since it's getting overused now, we reserve the right to not give points for or feed to secure the value of our token and act on the best intentions for our community and token holders. First of all, quick disclaimer that 1World token is not token to be speculating on exchanges, and it has a utility function. Some of you already know that there was found a security breach with IRC20 tokens, batch overflow bag, and $150 million worth of cryptocurrency were stolen yesterday. And some of the exchanges, including Cryptos or main cryptocurrency exchange, put significant limitations to prevent the actions of abusing ERC20 tokens. So eventually there was a security breach that would allow people to create, or I would say hackers, to create as many tokens as they want and influence the price of the token significantly. 1World token is totally secured, and it didn't have any vulnerability, but Cryptos and along many other exchanges is putting some limitations of trading deposits and so forth before they're fixing this security breach. The trading dynamics of 1World token was pretty stable. I mean, we believe that after stabilization, there should be a growth trend. And despite of security issues of ERC20 tokens and some bot attack, which is not significant. And one of the good news, CoinMarketCap made a revision of our overall market price. And it was increased almost 2 times. And lastly, I want to share about listing updates. First of all, Liquid exchange is going to be created in June. It's going Cryptos, the main exchange we are trading on, will be merged with CoinEx, and it will form one of the top 10 exchanges, cryptocurrency exchanges in the market. And 1World is in line to be one of the first companies to be listed on this United Exchange that would allow people to exchange both the cryptocurrencies and fiat currencies. So we will, there will be added USD and Euro to 1World, and that would eventually increase liquidity and demand for 1World token and services and support our token economy. At the same time, we continue our communication with new potential exchange platforms. We'll definitely keep you updated both on social media and email.
Thank you very much, Dan, for this exciting updates. And now we are ready to move on with business updates. Please, Bailey, start your presentation.
Hello, everyone. I have a few quick updates here on business development as well as operations and ad operations. So we'll go ahead and get started. There are 3 main points that we want to talk about regarding business development, and that is the launch of new websites that's increasing our footprint across the internet on both crypto and assorted verticals. We also are running ICO boost campaigns, as Dan has alluded to, with our increase in product ability. We also have the ability to run more efficient campaigns, and with the clearing of the market space by the big 5, we are now poised to kind of take over that market, and we're going to tell you how. And the next is strategic partnerships. We're not only partnering with other ICO companies, but also technical partners, as well as venture companies offering other startups these services so that we can partner with those that are emerging with both current and post ICO clients to provide the best solutions to publishers and emerging ICOs. So on the launch of our newest websites, we are extending that publisher reach across all of the geographic areas that we serve, focusing right now on the United States and Canada, India, and Singapore. We're also onboarding clients in the Caribbean with great traffic potential and the ability to fill those ads with higher CPMs. We've also just come back with a new partnership, a revamped partnership with the investing channel. This is a very exciting partnership. They do have the #1 engaged investor audience of cryptocurrency aficionados. They have measured their engagement. They have brought together people who are likely to participate and invest in ICOs, and they are giving us prime real estate on those websites. That will give us an overall reach, increasing our reach of over 10 million monthly from where we are right now. This includes the ability to run programmatic as well as direct advertising, bringing in both lines of revenue. The Boost ICO campaigns. As we've mentioned, everyone has done us a great favor and gotten out of the way when it comes to ICO marketing, so it's our time to shine. What we would like to do now is poise ourselves as the marketing company for ICOs, and I think we can do it. We provide those engaging, interactive, and relevant tools. We are building polls and engagement units, not only ourselves, but our clients are doing it as well, providing the best and most up-to-date information and engaging material possible. We're also getting leads every day from our investors, from our influencers, and also from our great presence at a number of conferences and forums that Anastasia will cover later. Our investor and advisor referrals are going very swimmingly, and we'll begin to be incentivizing a VIP group that we will discuss later to be able to create a revenue share opportunity with our token holders so that they too can become engaged in this process. I'm very, very excited about the strategic partnerships that we are developing. The first that I'd like to talk about is with Revlist. Revlist works with startups and technology companies to offer a variety of resources to publishers and other partners so that they do not have to shop for those themselves. Essentially, they market us all, and publishers choose who they want to talk to. And since we've been working with this group for a week, we've gotten 2 new proposals, and we'll begin launching those tomorrow. We're also providing some integration with some exciting new social tools. So as Facebook has a few problems of their own, we're looking to the next level of social media and social media marketing. We're working with companies that are integrating audience retaining tools so that people don't leave their websites to go to Facebook or Twitter. We can have those conversations. We can drive that conversation and the community feeling right there on the website. And by beginning those conversations with a poll, we can spark engagement and have people coming back to the website again and again. The final point here are is the reach of this crypto network. With centering around the investing channel, we're also beginning to get symbiotic relationships with these companies. They are promoting 1World as a tool that they have used, promoting 1World as a service, and in return, we are being able to get advertising on sites such as AMB Crypto, on News BTC, on CoinSpeaker and Crypto Coins News, with meetings with the Times India and the Economic Times tomorrow. So this is an exciting, exciting time to be in this field. I will go ahead and give a few updates regarding ad operations. In terms of revenue development, I think this is one of our biggest updates for April. We have completely adopted a new infrastructure partner. It's a company out of California running a bidder, and they are allowing us to move from waterfall serving to header bidding serving. This essentially allows for us to hold auctions for every single impression that we have instead of just predetermining who will fill that spot. We've also adopted an industry-leading automated ad quality partner. The first thing that can ruin a business in internet advertising is running bad ads. And the way to stop that is by aggressively and proactively stopping them. We have onboarded a company called GeoEdge. They lead the industry in their ability to block and to respond to problems, and this will allow us to automate and scale these campaigns at record speed. In addition, we've also onboarded new programmatic partners. We will be getting 7 new direct relationships with ad networks with the ability to source from 150 different networks from that infrastructure partner. So we are increasing our ability to fill exponentially over the next week, week and a half. So essentially we are onboarding, you can see AOL, you can see Be Real Time, Native Ads, PulsePoint. Those are some of the top networks across the world as far as fill and quality of advertising. They have great reputations and can also bring us direct deals so that we can include those in our Boost ICO campaigns. Those direct deals also increase our programmatic revenue by driving up the base price of our advertising and allowing for higher prices to fall through.
Thank you very much, Bailey, for such exciting news for 1World. And we are very happy to move on with our business and explore new opportunity in this growing economy. Thank you. And now moving on to marketing and events updates, which are going to be covered by me. And as Bailey already mentioned, we have a lot of leads from our events that we attended or spoke at, such as a global blockchain forum, which took place in Silicon Valley in the beginning of April. And our CEO, Alex, was a panelist there. He was sharing his views on ICO marketing and on future of blockchain companies. Then we got support from one of the biggest influencers in poker and crypto space. And we met him at Stanford Bitcoin Club. It is a Doug Polk. We attended Block to the Future conference in San Francisco, and there we met our current partners and clients, Playhole and Block Crunch, and we are very excited to launch a new campaign with them. We will keep you updated on our social media. And then just last week, Alex was exhibiting at ACA Summit in Boston. It is one of the biggest investment summit in the US, and we got a lot of leads and partners and potential investors there. So the result that we got from these events are huge, and we are sharing all the news and updates from these events on social media. So if you haven't checked it yet, please go ahead and do so. This month we just started focusing on our new Boost ICO campaign. And this campaign is going to help new blockchain companies to promote their ICO through 1World online tools. And we have infographics coming up. It's going to be very creative, explaining how blockchain companies are coming after Google, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, etc., and how these companies are going to revolutionize the old world and create a decentralized world. So stay tuned for the updates. And then we are working on materials that support our Google AdSense for blockchain company's vision. And we preparing to launch our ICO boosts pilots with ICOs we met at recent events and conferences, which I mentioned earlier. This month we had a strategic planning, and the outcome of this meeting was a new token economy marketing strategy, which is going to be focusing on growth hacking, PR, social media, events, and working with influencers. So it's going to be a completely new marketing approach to ICO and token economy. And now, please, Leonard, take over of community updates.
We're in the process of creating a VIP group. We've discussed this on previous webinars, but we're finally finalizing and crystallizing that particular offering. We should be releasing more complete details soon, but within that group, you'll have direct access to some of our clients and partners, essentially like a better pipeline of information, as well as incentivized participation in the channel, whereas through a couple of our promotional offerings, you may be able to earn tokens by simply promoting the brand or spreading the love of our platform. We'll address that later in the presentation. And part of that will include our Widgets Boost campaign, which uses influencers and influential community members for our engagement tool placements in order to expose them to a greater audience, the scope of that particular influencer, as well as familiarize the general public with our offering and show how wonderful our particular tool set is. All right. We will be making some changes to the community rules in an effort to be more compliant with the current regulatory situation. We will be exploring completely prohibiting mention of price and exchanges on the channel. Now, we are like perfectly open to criticism, and we don't believe in censoring or freedom of speech, restricting speech one bit, but the FUD is detrimental. And also by allowing the proliferation of price discussion, we are in essence marketing our product as a speculatory asset when we have always stressed that we are a utility token and that the token's express use is for platform and it being implemented in our tokenomics situation. So beyond that, we will also be looking a little bit more harshly at derogatory comments, spam, maladaptive community members, things like that. So be on the lookout for a new set of rules in the pin message, as well as a slightly different modus operandi once we fully roll out with our new community moderative efforts. Also, for some more information on our VIP discussion group, we're going to be rewarding people in the group in 3 ways. For promotion use of our tools on their personal blogs and websites, active influencer style scope promotion of the product through their social media channels, and we're going to explore a physical meetup paradigm to see that if we can get any traction as far as having people meet together, actually establish a physical presence, and discuss, as well as the crypto sphere, our specific offer. So we will definitely be pursuing that within the next week. We've already sussed out a list of eligible community members, and obviously the other half is finished, but allow us some time to send out the personal invites. And also we will be onboarding other people. So if you're interested in this and you're listening, by all means, just show your spirit of contribution to the channel. And I promise you that most likely you will get an invite and be led into the wonderful VIP group that we are in the process of constructing. And we're excited to see you there. And I know I'd be happy to see a lot of our specific community members that are very inceptive and productive participate in that particular chat. So again, stay tuned for that. We will be releasing more details soon.
Thank you very much, Leonard, for providing exciting news about our VIP group and community rules. And if no one has any questions, this is our schedule for next monthly webinars. We are very excited to have you on this webinar. And please join next webinars in 1 month. You will be getting a link in a newsletter and social media posts. And thank you very much for attending and have a great day.
Thank you, Anastasia, and everybody for leading this and talk to you folks soon. Please stay tuned to our social media channels.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, everyone.